Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. Now, with that being said, I do have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm more so going to be talking about a lot of the direct connections with QNT and also even XRP in this video, but I do have a lot of things to talk about. So let's just dive in and let's stop wasting time. So overall, I am watching Bitcoin closely. I have been telling you guys about that for the last couple of days. As Bitcoin's looking a little bit weak here, I am expecting a little bit of a pullback. On QNT, I've been talking to you guys a little bit about QNT in terms of its price chart and stuff like that. We have officially broken out of that resistance point. We are sitting at about almost $125. We almost hit $127 earlier today. Trading volume up about 14.67%, almost 15%. We could see that we have broken the 45,000 total holding addresses as well. When we were talking about the price chart, though, let's take a quick look at the price chart. Let me go down to the tether chart. So here we have the tether chart. I'm sure. Let me see. Don't know. I think it's actually the Q coin. Yeah. So here we have the Q coin one. This is the one that I've been addressing and showing you guys for a while now. This is the one that I was basically telling you guys about my key targets that we really want to break over. Basically $180 almost is the point where we want to be back into. Yes, this break is nice, but I do suspect that we will come back down and retest $118 or possibly even lower. I know that is like something that's not good to hear, especially if you guys are probably getting excited about this recent move. But this is the level that I do want us to kind of target, get a little bit more liquidity, if you will, kind of push back up. I think that this is going to be the point where we do see a lot more buying happening just one last time. And then after this, I think that this is the level that we will no longer see for a very long time. Because when we are talking about, the market that we are looking at right now, so here's a little bit of a side-by-side comparison in terms of market phases cheat sheet. So here we have distribution, redistribution, accumulation, and then of course the next major move on this would be a nice pump. But I want you to all be aware of what basically is happening here. So first off, I don't think that this accumulation phase is fully done at all. I think that we have one last major drop left in here to get back down to possibly 38K, around 40K, somewhere in that area is safe for a healthy pullback before we do have that next major move up. Now that next major move up on Bitcoin will actually take us a little bit higher than most individuals think. I'm actually looking at around almost 60K being targeted on this. As we do see here on the chart, you can see that resistance point being targeted. Let's actually change this. Let's actually kind of go off of the reversal here. Sorry, I did not mean to do that again. I meant to go off at the top here. So let's look at the targets after we have that retest. So first off, the retest here would be the 702 at about 42K, or roughly around to 40.9K in that area, or possibly even testing the bottom of this point at around 39.7K. As you guys do see, this is that level that we tested back in September. But after this, I do believe that we will target somewhere in between the 1618 and the 2618 fairly quick. In fact, I do have this demand channel here, which is at around 43.6K to almost 56.2K. Now, during this time, I will be watching Bitcoin dominance closely because Bitcoin dominance is going to be a leading factor for a lot of altcoins to really kind of start to move. But this is where I do believe that we will see QNT starting its major breakout event. This is where we will retarget all-time highs, go into price discovery, and then from there, the sky is the limit. So I'm watching everything very closely in this market. Also, by the way, if we are talking about, going off of the key fib levels, realistically speaking, here are some of those major high targets that we are looking at. I mean, this is $1,000 plus range. And I do believe that we will go a lot higher. I've addressed this. I've talked about this, where we could really kind of go in terms of QNT. The levels are very, very juicy in terms of where we could really see QNT go in terms of its all-time high points. So definitely pay close attention to Bitcoin as we do range on here. I'm watching it closely. So with that being said, let's talk more so about QNT and let's talk about the technology here. So first off, Hyperledger is promoting QNT's Overledger again. Trillion-dollar use cases are being built on Hyperledger by Fortune 500. See previous tweet. Governments like EBSI, 29 countries, and financial institutions. But why QNT? And we do see here, that's because Overledger is still the only true interoperability solution in crypto capable of even connecting private chains. It's the toughest form of interoperability MIT because of the data that is firewalled. That's why big boys use QNT and not Polkadot, Atom, etc. And here we have it. The point of the OPOC ledgers/resources principle is to enable the design of a cross-blockchain asset movement protocol under the strictest conditions, namely that both blockchains are private and their ledgers, keys, data structures, and smart contracts, i.e., their interior resources are inaccessible to each other. Two private blockchains are possibly only through their respective gateways. And also the interfaces, i.e. standardized APIs, which the gateways implement, which this is talking more so about those API gateways that I talked to you guys about yesterday in terms of open banking. And of course, here you guys have a breakdown in terms of MIT and stuff like that. You guys could really kind of look at a lot of this and read this. I'm not going to read all of this or, kind of bore you guys to death. But again, a lot of this stuff is very key to know because you got to understand the technology behind QNT. And here we have a tweet from September 25th, by the way. Shout out to Son NL11. Hyperledger is the most used DLT in the world by top 100 institutions. QNT is very close with Hyperledger and the only crypto who is interoperating Hyperledger at scale. If that doesn't tell you QNT is in a different league compared to all the others, top 10 soon. And honestly, here is block data. Here's Hyperledger Fabric, by the way. Look at all these major names. I mean, you guys could see them. Microsoft, Alphabet, Novartis, Cisco, Toyota, Honeywell. I mean, there's so many names on here. And a lot of these, we already kind of have a little bit, I shouldn't say a lot of these, but some of these we do have major partnerships with already. I really want you guys to understand just how big Hyperledger Fabric actually is. And now we do see, them working with, of course, QNT. So, again, a lot of the things that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis here all lead us back to Hyperledger Fabric. I really want you guys to understand this. So I actually seen this tweet coming from Resist. API gateways have significant advantages over the other approaches, and it was for the reason that Quant chose the API gateway model for Overledger, our own solution to the challenge of interoperability. Now this is coming from, this is direct quotes from this LinkedIn post. I figured that this was the easiest way to really kind of talk to you guys about what was included in this LinkedIn post from, of course, Hyperledger. But we do see here QNT developed by a team highly experienced in enterprise security and nation-level critical systems. Overledger is built on research that began as a collaboration with UCL and now provides a secure, simple, and cost-effective API connection to all major DLTs. A robust enterprise-grade solution, Overledger is easily integrated with multiple DLTs, including Hyperledger Fabric and Hyperledger Basu, and Quant is constantly expanding the list of supported DLTs. Today, Overledger is helping to unlock the potential of DLTs in many major projects around the world. One of the most ambitious of these projects is LAC Chain, an alliance led by the Inter-American Development Bank. Operating across the Latin American and Caribbean region, LAC Chain is already having demonstrable positive social impact. And guys, this goes on and on and on about QNT and really cross-border payments, interbank settlements, DLTs, CBDCs. I mean, guys, the world is here. I mean, it's honestly getting disrupted by Quant before anybody even knows about it. It is getting very, very juicy. And we do see here QNT, API gateway, interoperability. The time is now. Licensing coming soon. And here we have coming from World Economic Forum. In this case, the right approach will be the API gateway approach. The API gateway approach has been proven to be the only true interoperability way. API gateways have significant advantages over the other approaches, and it was for this reason that Quant chose the API gateway model. This is coming from Hyperledger themselves. You need to realize that the API gateways are key for success. Here we have interoperability categories, cross-authentication, Oracle's API gateways, and you guys could read all about this, but the API gateway model is the clear, cut, and dry winner. And of course, when we are talking about license and fees, they are going to be happening on March 15th. Guys, 12 days from now. Understand how big this is going to be. I know a lot of people don't like to look at things like this because they're saying, well, Q&T is only utilized for this, so it's not going to be this. Guys, enterprise license, developer licenses, platform fees, identity and account, transaction processing, application users, gateways and staking, all of this provides massive value. You got to understand that these developers and these enterprises utilizing the Overledger platform will have to utilize Q&T. They will have to use it, hold it, buy it, sell it. I mean, guys, understand the demand behind this. It's all going to be paid in Q&T. This is why Q&T is going to thrive as a token, because the demand on the Overledger network is only going to grow from here. And as it continues to grow, the use of Q&T will also grow. The demand behind Q&T as a token is going to be absolutely massive. And with the supply that Q&T has, I do not see this being worth less than $10,000 in the future. So it's something to really continue to look at. We also see a lot of very large clients are due to be revealed by Q&T. From the 15th of March, current clients will start paying for license fees in Q&T. SIA, Nexi, Nets, $720 billion in transactions. Oh, and Bitcoin is pumping. How high will Quant network go in 2022? Realistic answers only. And I do want to hear from you guys down in the comments below right now. How high do you think Q&T is going to go in 2022? In my opinion, Q&T from these current levels that we are at right now will do at least a 10x in my opinion. We will be at $1,250, and eventually we will be at $5,000 to $10,000. And I don't believe that $5,000 to $10,000 will happen this bull run. If it does, it's going to be absolutely parabolic. But I do believe that somewhere in between, our topping point is somewhere between $1,000 to $5,000. I'm going to be watching it very closely and definitely paying attention to Q&T as we do continue to march forward on in 2022. And like I said, guys, all of this entire space is set for disruption. Q&T is absolutely killing the game, and it's comical to say the least that Quant has a market cap right now at only $1.5 billion. And you know what? I'm going to treat this YouTube channel as sort of a documentation on, how lucky we were all to have something like Q&T, at $124, sitting at a $1.5 billion market cap, right in front of us. And a lot of individuals are going to regret not buying Q&T, not holding Q&T, because it's going to be the same exact thing with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is sitting at currently at $822.7 billion market cap. When this thing was at $1.5 billion in market cap valuation, I'm sure there's a lot of individuals saying, yep, that's it. It's the top. It's never going higher. It's done. It's a pyramid scheme. It's this. And guess what? It has grown ever since, and it's going to continue to thrive because guess what? People are buying houses with Bitcoin. People are buying this with Bitcoin, that with Bitcoin. The thing is that it's so much easier to buy a $400,000 house with 10 Bitcoin than it is to buy a house with 400 Bitcoin or 4,000 Bitcoin. The more and more these networks are being utilized, the more and more the value goes up because the supply to demand ratio is astronomically high, and we are going to see a lot more adoption happening for crypto this year. And I see a lot of institutional players and banks moving in on crypto day by day, and it's incredible to see because we are seeing almost near mass adoption happening for these major networks, and I am here for it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.